It's like a damn easy bake oven in here. Woo! Hey guys, what's going on? Got my stove and my pack. That's not even all my gear. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Gonna do a little test out my hot tent. Got me pups with me. It's what you hear in the background. Anyway, this is a state forest, and people keep showing up, and I keep walking back and forth from my car, grabbing different pieces of gear and coming up here. I brought my pack up here, then I went back, got my camera. I still got to get my tent, and got some brewskis, and yeah, anyway, yeah, we're gonna do up that hot tent, little bed, and see what happens. Alright, sorry, my mind's boggled with trying to dodge all these people. And then I know my dogs keep barking at them too, so this is gonna be a doozy, so we'll see what happens. Way too much stuff for this location. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Why did I ever think? I tried to load all this onto the sled, and I thought it was going to slide super easy against all these leaves. Bad idea. I've got 83 pounds in these little fire logs. They're 21 pounds a piece. I got 3 of them. Plus, I had the tent, the bed, the cot, water, some brewskis. Had about 120 pounds. Trying to drag that through while holding on to the dogs, and drag that with one hand. I got it to the bottom side of this hill, and I had to stash it because there was still somebody walking this park. It took me 2 hours to get everything in here. Oh man, what in the heck. Anyway, we got about 2 hours of daylight left. I planned it so I could have like 4 hours. I thought it was gonna be completely fine. But let's set up camp, huh? Oh, puppy, move. Watch out. He's about to be a year. Well, he's 9 months. My other shepherd, he's going on 9 years. He's kind of a ditzy dingbat right now. As you notice, well, I'll point it out next time he does. God, I can't speak right now. I'm out of breath. Catching him eating a bunch of deer pellets. Better not try to lick me. Alright. This is the Coleman instant cabin. I've had the tent for a while. Used it a few times. I decided to put a stove jack in it and make it my hot tent. This thing's simple. Have to make sure you get this one up, otherwise you'll fight it. I mentioned it's pretty big. Bingo. That's really all there is to it, except for staking down your corners. And I got reflectors to do the whole floor, so I don't have to worry about any heat being sucked out through the ground, or even if I wanted to lay on the floor and, you know, take it all in. But yeah, oh, there's a nice spider right there already. Let's see if he can. Oh no, he's going too fast. It's not going to focus on him, but whatever. Alright, you get out of here now. Anyway, reflectors on the floor. Boom, whole floor is covered with reflectors. Simple. Now, this is my first time testing this with the stove. So we'll see how this plays out, you know. You live and you learn, and sometimes you might burn. I do also have my tarp, because this does have tiny little, I don't know how the heck they got in there, I never noticed them, little pinholes in certain spots. So I do have my tarp to throw over the top. That's also going to help trap some heat in. So yeah, that's what we're going to do there. Alright. I was going to do, I forgot to bring a little ash catcher. Like you could use a pizza tray or something for this thing. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with this stove, but I made this stove out of a tea dispenser. And I used it a few times last year and she kept me warm through winter, so keep on trucking with her. I better go open it outside, huh? I might be able to get away with something like that. Possibly. I think we should run with it. This is just trial and error. I've never this is the first time using this cap because I didn't have it before. Yeah, it's kind of touching the stove there, but I think that's won't burn or nothing, theoretically. So let's see if I turn into a crisp. Okay, so finally got a thermometer mode. Right now, I guess we could take it out of the case. I don't know if it matters or not, but it says we're sitting, it's climbing a little bit. It was about 55 degrees when I got here, so sitting steady about 53.2. So once we fire up the stove, at least we'll be able to tell now exactly if we're sitting in there nice and toasty or if it's gonna make some sort of a difference. It's got to. But yeah, that's that. Shut up. Anyway, I'm gonna get everything tidied up and organized here. I got some chicken legs, some new seasoning, just some random crap at the store. Honestly, I just want to try something new. I think I got like 6 or 8 legs or something like that. Shared dinner with the dogs too. I'm not giving them the chicken bones, don't worry. I got a potato and some broccoli. I'm just gonna wrap everything up in foil and throw it on the fire, but I'm gonna tend to camp right now, and yeah, you get the point. Do up camp and then bring you back. If you guys are wondering about this heat shield, this spot here, I camped here before. My buddy Shane Coffee Outdoors, he's another local YouTuber who had a lean-to shelter here. I had to move it for this to fit, but I'll put it back up when I leave. He's the one who did up this heat shield, so in case you were wondering. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but yeah. Sorry for the, everywhere I got to go, you can hear the freeway. Kind of a goofy setup. It is mostly, the tarp is leaning mostly to the left. I wanted it in the back so the smoke and everything, the heat's not going to rise up underneath this and backfill it. Hopefully. We'll see. The temperature has already dropped. It's getting chilly. I'm about to throw my hoodie back on. Yeah, let's just hang out, man. How about that? I gotta gather up some firewood and all that good stuff, so let's do that too. Okay, alright, see you in 2-3 minutes maybe. 4. Here's my firewood for the stove tonight. There's 6 bricks in each deal there. I don't know exactly how much that stove's gonna take. Like I said, it's trial and error. I've never even burned this in it. I usually just burn some store-bought lumber, so or whatever I could find around. So we'll see. I've seen some logs there that said they burn up to 2 hours. I don't know if each one of those will last me that long or not, but I do need to cut those in half so they last, or they'll actually fit in there. Okay, all right, let's do that now. Hey buddy, what are you doing? When I snapped the saw together, kind of got freaked out. Ow. It's like sawing a brick. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. You guys focus on your dinner or whatever you're doing. A nice warm house. Alright, well, beer time. Anyway, what's on the menu tonight is some good old hams. $4 headache for a 6-pack of tall boys. It's America's Classic Premium, born in the land of the sky blue waters. Guess what? Gotta keep her extra cold with that TheOutdoorsmegee koozie. Anyway, before I start thinking while I'm drinking, let's I'm gonna get this fire going and get my dinner whipped up. I'm getting pretty hungry. It's only about 4 o'clock, but by the time I whip up fire and everything, it'll be about dinner time. All right. What are you doing? Don't know, Peter. I hear something out there in them there woods. This is some dead, dried up juniper. These boughs take up super quickly. That's a plus. The Midwest is full of this juniper tree. I guess it's like a Chinese invasive species or something. I've read in what the heck is that? That army? I'll have to check it when I get home. The actual name of the book, the Wild Edibles book, like the U.S. Army Wild Edible book or something like that. It says that the little blueberries that grow on the end of these, it says they are edible. I've yet to try one. I guess you try one and see how your body reacts to it. Give it like 24 hours. And then, hey, if it doesn't hurt you by then go ahead and make a pie. Why not? Hearing all sorts of noises now. There was people shooting guns off in the distance. I got my dog still on the leashes just in case, because I'm sure there's somebody's pulled up and taken off down the trail. I'm not getting too fancy. Good old pick. I mean, look at that juniper. It takes off really easy, but you gotta have enough of it. Actually, better put a better pile together for it. Maybe. Alright, so this is that seasoning I was telling you about. Tony's, I can't even pronounce that. Chacharaise, the original Creole seasoning, something like that. It's supposed to be good for everything. It says just throw it on everything. So, we'll see. I've never tried it. I got me a spud. I got me a... Don't laugh. It's a tiny little head of lettuce. Head of lettuce. That's broccoli, buddy. Get it together. Man, maybe you should write a script or something and still mess it up. I didn't write a script. I don't do that. I just wing it. Anyway, spud. I bought a whole thing of butter. So I hit the store on the way here. And then my chicken legs. Drumsticks. There's 6 in here. So I'm gonna wrap them in foil. This one's my biggest one. My spud I'm gonna throw on first because, yeah, spuds take forever. Stab the crap out of it. Murder spud. I should actually I'm going to cut it in half and then do it. See if I can do it without cutting my hand off. Alright. So my spud like so. Seasoning says it's good for everything, so hey, let's throw it on there. Oh. Man. God dang. Dang, I just got a whiff of that. That's gotta be spicy. Holy crap. I gotta be careful with that. That burnt my nose hairs. Dude, maybe this was a bad idea. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh. That made my freaking eyes water. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Whatever, go for gold. Sprinkle a little on there. Yeah, this is gonna be great for my throat. Oh gosh. I'm gonna add some butter. Gosh. Oh man, maybe that's a bad idea. Oh man. That can't be good. Let's see what happens. Alright. I'm gonna throw a couple tablespoons of butter in there. Got plenty of it. I'm gonna soak it. Yeah, that's gonna slaughter my beak. It's gonna take the longest, so I'm gonna give her some nice handles. Make her look like a Viking. Slay her into the fire. I probably should have just brought my other seasonings. Well, we'll try it. Probably should have left a couple. Actually, let me try this. Oh yeah. Oh boy. That's all that's getting. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh boy. It's like, I don't know what. That'll clear your sinuses instantly. It'll give you a runny beak. Holy crap. We'll throw some butter in this too. Why? Because I don't care. Why not? Maybe it'll help dull down some of that spice. Maybe that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have. See, I step outside the box and try to experiment, and sometimes it's better to keep it simple. Bad idea. Can't really give this one the old Viking horns, but let's turn it into a nice swan. We'll throw her on the fire. I'm gonna test out one of these bricks on this too. I think I have plenty, so get an idea, see how long that thing burns. This is Bolt, by the way. This is his first time camping. Thor spent a few nights out with me. He has lupus. That's why the tip of his nose is pink. And if he barely taps anything like sticks, or if he's playing with him and hits his nose, it hurts him really bad. So most of the time I don't take him out too much. And just breaking him in. So yeah, got the puppy out here in the sticks. Yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, there goes the smoke. Yeah, ruining the footage. Thank you, fire. Taking a lot of training, just like every puppy. The dude's chewing up crap at home, peeing and pooping on crap. I broke him of all that so far. Well, and then he's about to knock over the tripod. Haven't broken with that yet. Oh, and he knocked over my first beer. So that's cool. Puppy in training. Pop this chicken out real quick. Check it. Even if it's burnt. This is the first time I've ever cooked chicken on a fire. So I know, what a great outdoorsman. But she's still got some time with it. Just gotta make sure you cook it all the way through, you know, you don't want to get sick. And guess what? You're never gonna learn if you don't try. Every video I come out, I'm trying something new most of the time. Not glorified. That's done everything and knows everything. I'm just learning as I go, and I figure we need to head along for the ride. I get a lot of crap for that too. Like, oh, I've seen way better bushcraft. Well, yeah, that's cool, but they ain't as cool as me, you know. I got my own style, and I keep it real. I have no filter either. I usually just don't cuss much on this. If you knew me in real life, well, this is real life, but my everyday, boy, do I got a potty mouth. I don't know why. I do. But yeah, just waiting for this to cook up, guys. I'm gonna throw my broccoli on last. because that's not going to take too long to cook. Had to put my gloves on because it kept singeing my arm hair. The more I play with this setup, the better I'm going to get at it. I want to be able to, I might be able to stake the base down all four corners into the same corners that are staked on the tent. I think that's going to be my best bet eventually. Just got to keep tinkering with it and see what works best for you, buddy. Still waiting on the chicken. It's probably going to be burnt to a crisp, maybe. I don't know, I just want to make sure it's completely done. As do anybody, man. No raw poultry. Alright, I believe my chicken is pretty much about there. So I'm going to throw my broccoli on there. Not so sure about the spud, but I'm not too picky. I'll eat her anyway. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. You sure as heck ain't gonna be able to see it with that. There it goes. 49 degrees. Slowly dropping. That should be done. It feels a lot lighter than it was. Ooh, get some butter up on your fingers, man. Oh yeah. Buttery digits. Oh yeah. Alright. Now the camera's probably gonna have a hard time focusing, isn't it? Nope, there she goes. Pull out this tater. Here comes the puppies. Oh man, the footage. Here, let me sit on this. There we go. It's having a hard time focusing because it's kind of blowing smoke in here off the tarp. So, trial and error. Woo. Oh, she feels done though. That's for sure. Look at the tater. About perfect, I think. Don't really want to set that on my bed if something drips off of it. I don't know what I'd do with my sack. How prepared I was for this scene, huh? Oh well. Anyway, let's see how this broccoli is. Wait till you see how I did my broccoli. Not fancy. I left a stem on her. Oh yeah. Let some of that juice drip back through there. Maybe a little bit on that spud too, why not? I have to put that sack. Oh, there's one. There we go. Alright, let's check this finger licking chicken. The nostril slayer chicken. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, does that smell good, puppies? Check it out. Oh man, that looks pretty good. Hey, watch out, buddy. You better watch it. That's how people get killed out here. Oh man, look at that. Hang on. Let me put this down. Set this down. Check it out. That thing is perfect. Oh man. I do have some utensils around here somewhere. I'm gonna take a bite of this chicken. You better watch out, dude. I'm fixing for a whooping. I'm just kidding. I gotta say, that's mighty fine. That's pretty freaking good. Mmm. Oh, it's like a lollipop for adults. A healthy one. Still a little bit crunchy, but the bristles on the end are super tender and just melt in your pie hole. It's pretty freaking good. Gotta watch Cujo here because he'll probably knock my plate off. This dog has no filter at all. Hey, you better watch out, dude. Don't be knocking my... No. No. You wait. It's kind of hot, guys. Burning my fingers, so it's gotta be burning your pie hole. Well, I guess if it ain't burning mine. Ow! That one's kind of hot. This turned out awesome. That's pretty good. Can't really taste the seasoning because I only sprinkled the one side. So that's good because... or maybe it's just the seasoning itself and then it boils down or breaks down into that taste. I kind of taste something, but nothing too spicy or anything like the nostril slayer it was coming out of the box. I do have utensils like I said, but whatever. Come on, Cannon. Get it together. I think it's a little bit of smoke that's throwing it off. Oh man. There's some of these. Cutting it in half was a perfect idea, actually, because look, now I can eat it bare hands if I want to, like a savage. Probably somebody gonna say something about that too. Oh my god, you're eating with no silverware? Like, you are a disgusting human being. Dive in the fire. Stop! You're not getting it off my plate. Well, yeah. Oh, what was that? Sounded like a bang of metal. Wonder if you guys heard that. That's the dog wiggling you around. Sorry. That seasoning on this, though, I can taste it. Not spicy at all. It is perfect. That's awesome. It's pretty freaking good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna eat this and give the dogs their fair share. See where the night takes us, huh? Okay. Sorry for chewing my mouth full. Jeez. Chewing with your mouth full. Talking with your mouth full. My apologies. Alright. Well, we slayed the chicken. I gotta tell you what, though. This is the best I've eaten outdoors in a long time. Because most of the time I just cook up like one simple thing. And call it good. It's like a steak or something. This is actually the better way to go. The chicken's cheap, buddy. Same with taters. The dogs loved it. I'm trying to pull it out of my pie hole. Yeah, that's that. We're almost done with this. And this has got to be my new favorite way to do a spud, honestly. You can just eat it with your fingers too. That's awesome. And if you left it whole, just eat the whole big old tater. That's funny. Oh, dropped a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up the mess and then come back into focus. It's having a hard time because there's a little bit of smoke in the air and it's getting colder. I don't know if you can see the dragon breath. Probably fire up that stove here in a little bit just to see what happens before we try to crawl into bed beforehand. So yeah, all right, we're moving along, guys. All right, check it out, guys. I don't know if you can see that down there or not. Let me zoom it in. I don't want to tilt it back because I got lumber in there. See that little lip? I carry a pie tin with me in my cook kit, and flipping the pie tin completely upside down under there is going to act as my ash catcher since I forgot something to use, and that works out perfect. So, all right, yeah, win-win, right? So I got some more of this dollar fire starter. We're gonna throw that in here. We're gonna let this thing do its thing and see what happens before we undo the sleeping bag and all that stuff. Better to use one of them zip things, but this is what I got. Simple. This stuff's pretty good for $1. That is for certain. It is kind of sitting directly on it up here, but we should be okay. Get out of here, daddy long leg. Alright, we're in for it now, guys. Let's see what happens. Alright. And judging by the way that other log burned, I brought way too much of that. So yeah, should be good. I got some cottonwood bark sitting here. I think those logs are gonna need definitely they're low and slow for sure, so they'll just keep the heat going in here. See how this thing takes off in the next couple minutes. I'll keep you posted, don't worry. This thing with the door open, it does let out a lot of smoke though, but as soon as you close it, the thing starts rip roaring and sucking everything up and in and out. It burns really well, but in the meantime you're gonna die of carbon monoxide. I'm gonna stock this, let the coals get all burned up real nice. And then we'll see if we wake up in the morning. How about that? Alright, let's get this thing going. Oh, I got the door blocked. There we go. Boom. Now she don't let on no smoke once you shut it, but she sucks up perfect. A little up here, but we'll survive. Well, the chimney flow is working pretty good. I was wondering if it being at that angle is going to play a factor. But we'll see, because usually, you know, they're straight up and out, but we'll see how this plays out. Alright, with the front door open still, already we're at 51. Oh, if I can get it at the right angle. Yeah, we're at 51 already. She's doing her job. How's them leftovers, buddy? A little bit of butter. Pretty good. Okay. Everything seems to be holding up pretty well around the stove jack on the inside. Yeah, it's getting a little sticky. Well, we'll have to see. It's getting a little bit dark there, isn't it? We'll see how it plays out. Outside, yeah, it's got getting a little brown. I may even have to cut that a little bit up farther to give it some more clearance. Probably should have done that before it's hot, but we'll see what happens. Well, I guess the only thing we do now is sit back and have a few of these. Keep an eye on this thing. I may have to cut it a little wider. I cut a little bit off, but it still kind of sits on it. We'll play it by smell. I think I should cut it a little wider, because it's not going to let not going to do anything any wrong if I cut it wider. There's enough heat coming through there, it's not going to let no cold air through. But it is a freaking sauna in here already. It's working great. That's for sure. So cheers. Yep, that's what we're doing. I may cut that bigger. It's kind of making me nervous now. I don't want it to catch fire when I'm napping. Oh man, this thing's having a hard time focusing. There I am. Anyway, see what happens. Dog's still licking the crap out of the dirt. It's getting every bit of that butter out of the soil. I did bring some breakfast, just a Mountain House meal. Just a breakfast skillet. No tortillas or anything. Excuse me. Feeling a bit bloated from the brewskis. I keep trying to figure this out. I can't cut. I tried cutting from the inside, and I nicked my flap in 2 different spots. It's supposed to make it waterproof when you're not using the stove jack. So I'm gonna have to fix that. You live and you learn. I'll never cut it from the inside again. So yeah, it's that trial and error. That's all it's about. You know, get out there and figure it out and see what works for you. And it's coming along. It's doing all right. I tried to touch the stove with my gloves on. I thought it. Usually with some leather ones I can do it. Not leather, but like cowhide. Usually holds up pretty well on that. And I tried doing it with these husky ones. Which one was it? This finger here started to melt to the stove. Don't do that again. At least it didn't go through. I've lost my fingertips on this damn stove a couple times last winter. So you'd think I would learn. But I got it down with 2 sticks. I'm going to push the door and unlatch it. As soon as you unlatch it, it pops open pretty good. So I do need to bring a bigger ash catcher, like the pizza tray that could sit a little bit further out on the bottom, because when you open the door, sometimes a little bit of ash falls out and nothing's gonna catch it as of right now. So we're still alive. We're doing it. This freaking guy, he doesn't need, I don't think you can see worth the crap out there. The line's holding the tarp. He's just nailing everyone as he's walking around the freaking tent. Freaking tent's just going poof, 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 poof. Alright. Definitely sitting pretty cozy in here. .63 and climbing. So we're doing alright. I think they said the low tonight is supposed to get down to 35 degrees. So as long as I might set my alarm. It's still climbing too. We're at 64 now. 64 and a half. If I set an alarm to keep waking up and stocking this, we should stay toasty throughout the whole night. I mean, be perfect. So that shouldn't be a problem at all. I think we're going to be just fine. I trimmed that back, like I said. I leaned my backpack against it to try to hold it up a little more. What I think I need to do is cut the top piece along the stove and drop it down, and I think I'll be perfect. Because it can only slide to the little notch, but it could come down another 2 inches and I would sit perfectly through that hole. So I think that's what I need to do. Like I said, the stove, when I originally did it, I did it in like a tarp, a homemade tarp thing that I did that I called the crap shack. It did its job. I mean, it kept me warm. And then another thing too, I need to get a carbon monoxide detector just to play it safe. You never know. You're never gonna know. You're just gonna go to sleep and you're not gonna wake up, and that's terrible, you know. Because I have kids, man. I want to make it back to them. I love them too much. Jeez. But yeah, still alive. Thing's doing its job. Okay. Alright. Well, I think he called dibs on that. I might be on the floor tonight, boys and girls. When we got here, I grabbed the dogs, and because there was cars here, so I didn't want to just unload my gear and start walking and carrying all this crap up here. So we're walking up the trails, and there's like this little silo thing over here. I've seen that before, but the foliage has always been thick past it. I noticed there's a old car back behind that, so we might have to go check that out in the morning while we boil up some water or something. And there's not too much to explore here. It's not a big property. It's just like a little, I know there's houses up there. Over the ridge over this way, there's houses. In my whole area, I do not have, if you follow me, you already know this, I do not have a vast amount of woods to explore. It's kind of like I'm kind of forced to, like, every time I camp is like a hobo camp, pretty much, because it's pick a little patch of woods and camp out there, and that's all we really got, without traveling to those remote places, hours and hours, different state pretty much, because that's all we really got. But yeah, we're moving along. This thing's, it's a sauna in here. I might even lay on the floor because it's the temperature, of course, rises. It's hot in here. I might lay on the floor. Let the dogs have the cat. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, what are you guys doing, huh?
Having fun? Maybe. Probably not, because they're staring at me. Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years on this channel that I've been producing content. I figured wing it and just go out and show you guys as I learn. It's all a learning experience, you know. So, yeah, almost 2 years. Matthew Posa, he did 2 years and he's almost 200,000 subscribers. I don't know. I don't know. He's got some good content though. I'm not gonna hate. It is what it is. A lot of people don't like my style because I keep it real and I'm just a goofy, odd fella. But yep. Or maybe his is a lot better because he scripts his out. And I just wing it. I just ramble nonsense to you. But yeah, anyway, enough chatting your ear off. Stove's doing great. We're still alive. See you in 5. Alright guys. It is getting hot in here. It is like a damn sauna. Honestly, it feels like I'm in freaking Florida. We're sitting at 76.4. It's getting hot in here. Man, it's getting warm. There's the update there. Yeah, I'm probably going to sleep on the floor because even in mid-range, sitting down here is nice. As soon as I stand up, dude, it's like my eyebrows are going to singe off my face. It is hot here. Man, and it keeps climbing. That thing does such a... And I'm only burning cottonwood bark right now. And it's burning it low and slow. The way I built this thing, I'm not an engineer or anything by means at all. And I didn't have this in mind. The way I built it, it just happened to work that perfectly. That all the holes and everything that I put in the bottom burns it perfectly consistent at a perfect rate. Even because cottonwood bark is not very dense at all. If you put it in a fire, like outside, in a fire pit, whatever, it burns super quick. But in here, it lasts a long time and it burns hot. The freaking thing's awesome. The stove is freaking sweet. It does a damn good job, that's for sure. Just sitting here in that amount of time, look at this. Oh, come on. We're at 77.9. It's gonna be 80 something freaking degrees in here. I don't know. Once it gets down, probably around 3 in the morning or so is probably when it's gonna feel good because it's gonna be super cold outside. Outside right now, I think, is probably about 48. Yeah. She's doing her job. At least I have a nice hot bed of coals to set those fire logs or whatever the heck those things are called. Hot burning, safe, burns hotter and cleaner. I can't believe I packed in 80 pounds. Did I say that earlier? I meant to say 63 pounds. I think I said 80 earlier. Whoopsie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, baby. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that was just weird. Even the dog went. He started barking for a second. I heard something say, "Can you hear me?" And I thought it was like a sheriff walkie-talkie. Or maybe somebody messing with my car. See, I can go up on the ridge here and look down and see if I see any lights or anything up on the car. I didn't see anything. That's weird. It was plain as day. Can you hear me? I don't know what the heck that was. That's insane. It's gonna be an interesting night, I guess. That was weird. Anyway, I got my sleeping bag out. Got my little blow-up pillow. It's a little Alps Mountaineering blow-up pillow. You never want to blow them up to full capacity, otherwise you can't keep your fat head on it. But that's weird. But I think we got a good setup. Once I dial in that tarp, perfect. Once I get that tarp figured out perfectly, I think we got a good setup here. It's staying a perfect, even when I open the door for a little bit and come back in, it's staying 70s. And when I keep the door closed for a bit, it's about mid 70s, which is 75. It's staying real good. So yeah, I'm just hanging out, sitting here, keeping the fire. Those dang logs burn forever, that's for sure. I brought way too many. But I know for next time, and you guys can't see me. Focus. Yeah, it's kind of far for it to focus, but anyway, yeah. I'm probably gonna stock this up. Finish my last brewski, and then call it a night. And see if something comes tapping on the damn tent. Better not. I'm gonna freak out. Oh man. The dogs will let me know beforehand though. Like, he perked his head up when I was wondering what was going on, and then I heard it, and then he started barking. Like, he heard it too. It was weird. Anyway, we're still alive, and place ain't on fire, so it's a win-win. Alright, there's something. Something's walking around out there. That's what he's pointing at the door. He keeps trying to scratch at it. Excuse me. I have all the trash hanging from a tree out there, about 6 feet up. We'll see. It sounded like it was going down a ridge. Kind of sounded like a deer. I don't know. I didn't hear no howls or anything. Every time I've come out here, I've never heard coyotes here. If anything, maybe be a coon trying to go after trash, if anything. But you scare yourself now. It's only a water bottle. It sounded like something was like hissing, like a cat or something. I hope that's not a mountain lion. Bolt, watch out. Oh no, that's weird. It did it 2 times, and then I turned on the camera. I should have turned it on the first time I heard it. I got those chicken bones hanging from the tree. That's going to bring in the predators for sure. I don't want to let the dogs out. If it is a mountain lion, and then, I mean, they'll probably chase it off. But if it fights and then kills my dogs, well, then I gotta kill the goddamn mountain lion. Alright, guys. I think it's time to crawl in the sack and see how the night plays out. I got my alarm set for 2 in the morning. We'll see how this thing's holding up by then. Maybe I have to add another thing or two. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, we'll see you guys in the AM. Good night, Never Never Land. Good morning. I tell you what, for only drinking 5 of those hams, I got a hell of a headache this morning. The cheaper you go, the worse you feel. Anyway, it's about 6:30 in the morning. Let's check this temp. About 60 degrees in here, 59.5. Those, the cottonwood bark burns hotter longer, or hotter shorter time, I guess. But those blocks keep it going throughout the whole night. Usually, when I was using this with just the lumber last year, sometimes I wouldn't set an alarm, and I would wake up and the fire's completely out. But sorry, camera can't focus in this dark. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean up camp a little bit, and this ain't ever gonna focus. I'm gonna clean up camp a little bit and get ready for breakfast. Alrighty. Well, the farther I zoom in, the less you can see. Oh, there's a little dude. While my water gets up to a boil, I'm gonna take pieces down to the car while there's nobody here right now. I'm gonna try to get everything almost completely out of here. Plus I got 45 pounds of freaking logs and I didn't. Here we go to drag it on this damn sled. Oh, that's it. We're getting all feisty. Alright, where's this air thing? There it is. Oh crap, I gotta pull it slow with this thing. Hope there's not too much water.
Just winging it. Yeah, it might be soupy breakfast skillet.
We'll let that sit.
And continue to clean up camp. This thing's still throwing a little heat, but
pop that on. Cool thing about my stove is I can grab it from the bottom. Oh, I forgot that one was on there. There we go. And not feel any heat at all.
about the only part that sucks is that right there. That's how you have to get your ash out.
About 38 degrees, 38.6 out right now, and we stayed comfortably all night. Like at one point I did get to 80 in there. So yeah, I think it's gonna do its job once we figure out how to wrap that tarp perfectly and stuff. We're on to something. That's the convenient factor, is all that fits in there. I don't think this is gonna fit in there though. I need to figure out a way I can strap that to the bottom. Let's see how soupy this tastes. Learn to bubble, bro. Come on. That's enough. No, no, no. Come on. Lay down. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I could put the right amount of water in there. Things are great for on the go. Well, I'm gonna finish this up and then haul everything back to the car, and then we'll go check out that car I was talking about last night in that little silo, and then we'll have to skedaddle. Okie dokie. Got Shane's little tarp shelter frame back up. We're ready to head on down the hill.
Alright, let's head on out of here. This ain't so, that ain't so bad. It was that wood that was making it unbearable. Got my trash. Try not to roll this thing. Take myself out with it. A lot easier going downhill. Ah! Oh. Hurry up, get this down here before somebody shows up. Wow! Rolled it. Back in action. Oh, now. Alright, this is gonna be tough trying to film getting through this wooded section, so I'll keep trying to film anyway. Barrel roll. No, I'm not. This might be a little easier to control. Jeez Louise, man. Now imagine me trying to drag that whole load up this hill through that crap. Sucked. Whee! It slides pretty good on the leaves. Not too shabby. Alright. There's the Subi. Let's go load up this crap and then I'll go check out that car. Just a little silo. Oh, you don't say. We're blind. Oh, tripped over a log. Oh, tripod's caught. Sorry. It's like a giant tin can. And the acoustics in here are amazing. Phenomenal. Yeah. I like the sounds in here. Settle down. Alright. Onto this car, huh? There she is. That's a classic. Not sure what it is. There's another car up there. That's awesome. Pretty friggin' neat. Hepatitis hot rod. Hey, there's a Mickey largemouth in here. Get down. Ugh. Oh, just saw a mouse. Oh. Get down, you're gonna cut your paw. Imagine driving this thing back in the day. Yeah. This thing is cool. There's a lot of beer cans. No, get out of here. There's glass everywhere. People have been coming up here and probably hanging out in this dang thing. Or around it, drinking brewskis. Here's this guy. This is a Mercury. It says it down there on the bottom. Mercury. That's pretty cool. He even got the steering wheel. He even got the motor in her. Ugh. That's pretty cool. This is back when they built things right. Genuine steel. Now everything's styrofoam and plastic. Look at that old bulb for the headlight. Wow, that's crazy. It's awesome. Neato burrito. Well, guys, it's that time. Time to hit the road, Jack. Whoa, there's barbed wire everywhere. Anyway, thanks for putting up and coming along with me on my shenanigans, my goofy ways of doing things and my views on things. Some of you hate them. A lot of you hate them. Some of you like them. And I appreciate that. Anyway, make every day great exploring Earth. You guys have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next little shindig-a-rooney. Bye-bye.